All right, so today I'm making a soaping video. Finally found a setup that actually works for me. Very proud of myself. So we're going to start with, let me take that color out the way. I don't want this color. I want red, and I don't have red. I got paint. So here we are, finna make soap. And so here's my lye solution right here. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there like so. They say do it slowly and evenly, but that ain't ever how it go for me. So then let's see, gotta turn this around a little bit. I stir a little bit at first just to get things moving, you know. I should have bought ivory shea butter. We'll see how these colorants turn out anyway. Let's see. Put that over there. Is that the lye solution? Yeah, that was the lye solution. That's still warm. So, stir it until I get it to an adequate trace. I done got right hungry today. More so than I expected. Alright, so I pulled this over. I like to keep my mixer off of the table as much as possible. Hit this with the whisk real quick. See what we got going on here. I got a nice trace. We're gonna put this off to the side. Slide that in there with the mixer. Let's see. I have rose gold and regular gold as my mica. Come on, come on. There we go. So now I pour the soap into one. Unfortunately, it's a fucked up ass color, so it might not give me what I'm looking for. Let's see, take the whisk back out. Get this mixed up. And this was the gold. My poor black outfit gonna have all kinds of colors on it by the time I'm done with this project. Oh, and it's only giving me glitter. So now I've got to actually add a color. Let's see. We can get some more yellow out of this. Oh, it does give me a little bit of, gives me a gold sheen. I've got to buy titanium dioxide, otherwise this coloring business ain't never gonna work like I want it to. And I don't want to overmix it because I don't want to take it from its liquid state. All I got out of this was some sparkle. I'm a little disappointed. Now, moving on to, it just occurred to me that you might not be able to see me. So, here we go. Mixy, mixy, mixy. This is a little bit more successful, but I'm still not scraping up the mica from the bottom. I have to remind myself that sometimes it's a little easier to mix mica when I add it to a little bit of oil or a little bit of water. But it is what it is at this point. Am I getting color out of this? Not quite. I've got to buy titanium dioxide, otherwise none of this will ever work the way I want to do that, or leave the rose powder out of it. Right now it's just all brown. So, let's see. I got pink here too. I want a contrasting color that is adequate. So we just gonna keep going until I get what I'm looking for. So this is most definitely a failed attempt at soap coloring, which is literally the story of my life right now. Nothing I ever do in Memphis quite works the way I want it to. It's just a pinkish brown color at this point. Yep, it's time to start leaving the rose powder out of it. And to make sure that I always use ivory shea butter, because otherwise it doesn't quite work right. I'm going to throw a little bit more of that in there. And a little bit more of this in here. And I'm probably oversaturating the soap with colorant. But who cares? It's just an experiment today. So I'm so disappointed. I used to make such beautiful soap long before I ever decided to start making soaping videos. And now it seems I can't get right to save my life. But this is coming up with a gorgeous gold-ish. I got glitter all over me today. So the next thing we're going to do, because I wanted to experiment with a pouring technique today. Let's get this out the way. This is about as good as it's going to get. So I have a tendency to make use of side pours, so, and now everything's settled too much. Don't you fall. Then I switch it to the other side. I'll start with this one. And then this one. I'm hoping you can see this. At least it'll be sparkly. Then back to the other side. So if any other soapers see this one, I am always open to tips and tricks to help make this an easier process for me. I know one of those will be investing in more ingredients. Especially things like titanium dioxide, and probably reducing certain ingredients as well. Here we are with the soap mold. I'm gonna take this last little bit of soap I have from before I mix the colors in. I'm gonna plop that down in the bottom. It settled quite horribly. I think I'm soaping at too high of a temperature as well. So nothing quite acts the way I want it to. Patience, something I lack so much of. Alright, so flatten that out like so. Just for kicks and giggles. See if I can get a nice little line in the midst of all of that with all the colors that I actually used. And then begin my nifty little pour. Hopefully this works. So I don't really know what this is going to do. I'm just going to pour in all four corners. There's not enough contrast for this. I'm a little disappointed in my colorants, but that's my fault. I added a rose powder which turned everything brown. So I have to start making sure that I add my additives much later, because not doing so, adding them too early colors the entire soap, which is not the goal at hand. So let's see here. Bring that down a little bit. Pour this down the middle. Pour this down beside it. I don't know what colors I'm gonna get. This is not the beauty that I was expecting it to be, but it's gonna be okay, because I can always just make another video with another soaping project after I finish this one and correct the mistakes from this video and make another video. I forgot my fragrance oil, so yep, this is an experiment. It's too late to add it at this point. I forgot my spatula, so we're going to force that down a little bit. I'll be right back. Spatula! So, here we are. Spatchy. Pour that down like this, like so. I'm sorry, I don't mean to quote that woman, but like, she's played such a vital role in some of the things that I've done over the few years that I've been going through so many things, that you kind of just pick up her phrases. So I don't remember the woman's name, but credits to her for that wonderful little phrase. An ugly little brown soap here. Let's see now. Tamp that down a little bit. Let's see if we can get this to pour. And then I'm gonna let that sit, and I'll pick up a spoon, and I'll try to make a pretty little design across the top.